Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Crafts. In today's video, we are going to see how we can use a bunch of leftover paper from other craft projects and create an abstract layered art like the one you see on screen. So last week I posted a video of this particular layered art, but in the process there was a lot of leftover paper. So what I did was that I have cut rectangular pieces from all the leftover papers, and these are the rectangular pieces that I am going to use. The first design idea that came to my mind was that of creating a cave opening and a structure within the cave, because that is something that can be done on a small size paper also. So to do the layered art, like I explained in my previous video also, first you need to have border. So the first thing that I did was to create equal borders on all the pieces of paper so that I know the area in which I need to limit my design. Once I had the borders ready, I started with the topmost layer, which will be the black layer in my case, because the flow of colors as I have chosen it is to go from darkest color to the lightest color. So black, then shades of blue, then shades of red, yellow, orange, etc. and so on. Now, like I explained in my previous video also, the thumb rule of doing a layered art is that the topmost layer should have the biggest opening for you to be able to see through the bottom layers. So on the black layer, I have drawn a cave opening at the top and a reflection of the same on the bottom half of my paper. For doing the paper cut, I am using this paper cutting knife from Olfa. Also, I cannot have design pre-ready for all the layers because the design on the next layer will depend upon what I cut on the previous layer. So we will design one layer, cut it, and then we will design the other layer depending upon the area that is available for us to design on the next layer. Once you have cut out the first layer, place it on top of your next layer, which in my case is this dark blue layer. Now use this black layer as a reference for the next layer. Place it properly over your next layer and secure it with the help of paper clips on opposite corners. Once you have done that, then you can design out your cave structure on the second layer. In my case, what I had done was simply create a smaller opening with each layer and also some pillars growing from the floor and the ceiling. Once you are done with the design, now it's time to do the cutting for the layer, and essentially we have to follow the same process for each of the next layer. We have to first design and then cut. The design part always you have to do with reference to the previous layer so as to ensure that the cutout portion of that particular layer are visible and not hidden by the cutout areas of your previous layers. Here is how the design looks so far after 2 layers, and now we are going to follow the same process for rest of the layers. And here we are after cutting 6 layers, and now we'll proceed to the 7th layer. As you can see that the opening has decreased quite a lot and there has been a lot of pillars on each of the layers. So it is becoming difficult to identify just with the help of previous layer where to draw those pillars on the ceiling and on the floor of the cave. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to take reference from all the previous layers together and then draw out on this layer, and going forward for every layer we'll be using this technique. This will help us in ensuring visibility of details on each of the layers. And here we are with all the layers cut out, and now it's time to create the gap between the layers to have that 3D effect. To create the 3D effect, we are going to use small pieces of these 3 mm thick sunboard sheets. We are going to place them on corners and along the sides and in the center so that the entire structure is supported throughout and doesn't sag or bend anywhere. You can cut out the pieces with the help of your paper cutting knife only. Once you have enough pieces for one layer, then we are going to place them on all the corners and the center of the edges and the center of the design itself. Ensure that you are sticking on the side on which you drew the sketch so that the pencil marks are not visible once the structure is completed. Once you have all the layers except the bottommost layers prepared in this fashion, then we can proceed with the assembly. For the assembly, I am going to use this spare inner frame that I had from one of the picture frames that I purchased from IKEA. Now these frames are useful for alignment of your layers, because if your layers are not aligned properly, then the design will not be aligned properly. So I am going to use one of the corners of this inner frame and utilize it as a tool to align my layers perfectly. If you don't have such a frame, then you can utilize any physical object with a 90-degree corner to align your layers. Now all you need to do is apply glue on those foam pieces that you have already stuck to each of the layer, and then place it on top of your layer below, and the next layer, the next layer, the next layer, so on till you reach the topmost layer. And after assembling all the layers, here we are with the final look of our layered art. The flow of colors looks really nice. I think in layered art, the thing that matters most is the flow of colors. So if you have got that right, all the design elements automatically fall in place. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, then please do not forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends. Also do subscribe to my channel for regular videos on paper arts. I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye bye.